Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan. I'm your hostess, and today we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm hoping that we have some people come up on our open panel and talk about their channels today. We are in a vortex kind of situation weather-wise, so if you want to drop your weather where you're at, you can. All you have to do is type in the word weather and your location. Hey, big dude, welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. Kathy Paina and Sister Winnie, thank you for coming in. Oh, my nose, y'all. I've been out in that pollen. We lost a rooster the other day. It was beheaded and not a pretty sight. My husband found it. I heard what sounded like a rabbit screaming, and it turned out to be our older rooster, and he did not go into the pen. And my husband looked and looked for him and couldn't find him, so we lost him. So we're down to 2 roos now. Hey, Christy Bates, welcome in. I'm sorry, Christy Betts. And we also lost one of our older hens, so we're going to be looking for some chickens very, very soon. Hello, Alfonso. Welcome in. You're sunny and 74 degrees today in Columbia, Mississippi, big dude. We're actually going to have some warmer weather today, but the other day it was in the low 30s. Hey, Ashley with CNC, welcome in. So we think the rooster was got by a raccoon. We don't have weasels in this area, so we don't know for sure what exactly got it, but that is a telltale sign of a raccoon attack. Hey, Cricket 208, welcome in. Now, y'all, I do have everybody's name in the description box below. Unfortunately, YouTube was acting a butt yesterday when I was adding all the names, and some of the names did not highlight like it should. But you can copy and paste, and it should pull up the name. I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes, but we do have a celebration for Wolf Spirit Productions, who became monetized during the week. So we're so excited to celebrate with them and tell them that we're glad that they have become monetized. Y'all go by and check out their channel. We also had some other channels reach their 1K during the week. Barb's Country Home, Canadian Family Life, Little Ridge Farm, and Story Time with Uncle Bill all reached their 1K mark, and I'm sure that they are looking at their monetization watch hours right now. I've added them to the list, but if they have reached those watch hours, then they'll get removed from my list. I'm just really excited for them. So that's a big woohoo! We have channels making the grade. Hey, Lazarick Homestead, welcome in. You got to go bake. Well, thank you for stopping by, my friend. I really and truly appreciate it. Well, y'all, I am well on my way to my monetization also, and my 1K, and I'm hoping to get there very close together. So y'all keep watching me and giving me those watch hours and sharing me out. I really appreciate it. Hey, Nora, the Stock Explorer is in the house. Get you on my list. Thank you, Lazarick Homestead. I do appreciate that, and I wish I could smell your bread. I know it's going to smell so good. I love homemade, fresh bread from the oven. It's just delicious. And bread is one of my downfalls, unfortunately. I still love bread. I can't have it, but I love it. Big Dude says, I've been using my watch hours and I don't know why. Well, every day, once you get past that first year, every day your numbers are going to change. And that includes your watch hours. So the idea is to keep people coming back and watching your channel as much as possible. And unfortunately, sometimes we fall behind on our watch hours and we lose it. That's my understanding as of this point. Don't know what else you can do other than for us to keep sharing you out and getting people over there to do watch hours with your channel. I'm hoping that you can get caught up on those watch hours and become monetized once again. Okay, from the Apron Strings channel. I don't know that channel, so we'll have to check that out. And I'm just going to make a note. Apron Strings channel. How far am I from Jackson, Tennessee? There's a Casey Jones Railroad Museum, which is right off I-40 and I-45. I would love to know if you can possibly do a video of that place for me. Well, Alfonso, it's not far. It's about 30 minutes away where you're talking about. But they do charge an entrance fee now. We had a free train museum, and unfortunately, our Jackson City mayor decided to do away with that museum. And it's really sad because I really enjoyed going there with my grandchildren, and I was hoping that my younger grandchildren could also enjoy that museum and get to blow the big whistle and everything, and it's no longer possible. If I get a chance, I will go by there and do a video if they allow me to do a video. Apron Strings make some good recipes. Who can resist Cinnabon cinnamon cake? Oh my goodness, that sounds so good. You're going to make me fat just talking about this stuff, and I'm already fat. Y'all, you can drop the word hillbilly in the chat and it will pull up your links. We know that we're going to get some newbies coming through, and we want everybody to connect and grow. Without any further chatter from me, we're going to get into the watch hour list, which is growing. We have 17 on our watch hour list. I'm excited to tell you all the names. Missy's channel. Yeah, Christy, it is a shame. The train that you could walk through, the train cars and all that was really, really interesting. And I had photographs of all of that, but I've lost all my cloud. When I changed cell phone services, I lost my cloud and all my pictures were gone. I couldn't retrieve them. I was really upset about that because they told me in the store, oh, everything has transferred over on your phone. Well, it didn't. So I lost all my photographs and everything. So I was really upset about that. And I lost a lot of family photographs as well that went with my genealogy that I do. Okay, Missy's channel. Missy has been around for a while. For 4 years, she was recuperating from back surgery and back injuries, relearning how to walk, and all kinds of things was going on in her life, and she lost her monetization. And she is trying desperately to get it back. And she's got a lot of great content on there. She does bingo. She does Roblox games. She does giveaway. She crochets. She's an artist. She's Native American, and she raises standard poodles. And she's just a lovely, lovely lady. Really enjoy watching her channel. Bad Ass 93 Stang is a young man that loves cars and everything to do with cars. You can go there if you love cars. he will take you to car shows, show you different cars. He works on cars. He does all kinds of things. So you'll really like him. Jerry at Carpenter Self-Reliance. And I forgot to mention, I think the Inquisitive Farm Wife has reached her monetization also. So I'm going to mark her name off the list because I believe that she said that she had reached it. If she hasn't, somebody let me know and I'll put her back on that list. But Jerry, he has a farm and he raises cattle and pigs and has a garden every year, and he has a grape orchard and very knowledgeable. He has farm equipment. If you want to learn about farm equipment, cuts of meat, just all kinds of interesting things on his channel. And he's trying to regain his watch hours. What happened with Jerry? Hang on a second. Jerry lost his channel for a while and had to regain it. Don't know exactly what happened, but it was just crazy. Yeah, mine was through Google, Alfonso. It was a Google Cloud. Yeah, Jerry is very industrious. I really like watching him. I always learn something on his channel. Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. I never say it right. Does lives. He has one playlist and that's it. And I try to catch his lives, even if I catch it after the fact, just to give him the watch hours that he's looking for. Great guy. It's all about the family. And you'll learn a lot of things on those lives. Big Dude, and he's in the house, and I'm so excited. Big Dude is a young man. I think he said he just turned 27 years old. And he's been on YouTube for about 8 years. And he is struggling to get those watch hours. He's got a lot of friends on his friends list, but sometimes friends lose interest in what you're putting out and they don't come back, or they just hang their name on a list and then they forget about you. It happens to me. It happens to every one of us. But he's got a lot of great content on his channel. He does sign language with Christian music. He talks about the Bible. He gives devotionals on there. He kids around with his cousin. Just a lot of great content that you can go check out on Big Dude's channel. Get to know this young man. He is very knowledgeable of the Word of God, and I call him my preacher man because he's going to be a preacher, I do believe. Hey, Multi Hunter 247, welcome in. And Alfonso, oh, and I see Gail Southern Living came in. Welcome in, welcome in. Alfonso says, I hate to say this, but the store did not back up your photos to your cloud. It usually, it usually takes a very long time to back up your photos from your phone. It can take overnight. They just say it. Well, I was periodically going in and uploading all my photos, and I'm actually using the same email address, but I could not get back in that cloud for whatever reason. I lost it. So they're out there floating around somewhere, but I have no way of retrieving them, and don't have the knowledge to retrieve them. CNC Farm with Ashley. Ashley is quite an interesting lady. She has a young toddler son and grown children, and she cooks and does all kinds of gardening and things like that, homesteading stuff. Great lady. She does a lot of collaborations. And I recently won a cookbook from her, and I'm so excited about the cookbook that I won. So, y'all, go check out Ashley at CNC Farm. Do some watch time with these people. They all need watch hours. Thank you for coming in, Christy. I do appreciate you being here, and I hope your doctor's appointment goes well. Our new land is two brothers that one of the brothers was adopted out, and they reconnected as adults, and they bought a piece of property together, and they're building on this property, and they're doing all kinds of interesting things. They've got one with a tent, this big dome looking tent. I forget what kind of tent it is, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The land's beautiful. The brothers are very, very sweet and kind to one another, and I hope that y'all will go by and check out their channel and give them a little bit of watch time. Just Doing Our Best is a new channel to me. I still am learning about them, and y'all forgive me because I don't remember things. I watch things and then I forget. But they are a great channel. I like watching them. It's Just Doing Our Best. Hardneck Farm with Miss Wendy, and it's another homesteading channel. You're going to see all kinds of animals and farm life, and it's really interesting to go there, especially if you're interested in a true farm environment. Mountain of Inspiration will give you inspiration. He gives motivational, inspirational lives. He talks very fast, so you have to listen closely. And I really enjoy listening to him. He's got a lot of great advice. Then there's GJ's Journeys. GJ's Journeys, and I think they are a travel channel. I may be getting it wrong, y'all. But I enjoy watching them too. I like watching the travel channels because I don't ever get to go anywhere. Our vacation is our backyard. I tell y'all this all the time. Just so funny. Butler Family Farms just recently reached their 1K, and they are a homesteading community as well. Very interesting channel. And then some of our more recent ones, I'm just going to run down the list. Y'all kind of know all of these channels, I'm pretty sure. Barb's Country Home finally made that 1K, y'all. She's on the road to her watch hours for her monetization. So we're excited about that. Hey, Janet, where Homestead where you are. Welcome in. Get you on my list. Oh, she made her 1K, y'all. Exciting, exciting. So we're going to put 1K beside your name and get you on the watch hour list. If you need watch hours, let me know in the comments below, and we'll work on that. How exciting. Woo! So we're going to add your name onto our list for watch hours. You are so close this morning, and I was going to shout you out to try to get people over there. She was at 998 this morning when I checked. So I'm just going to mark through your name. And she's a great homesteading channel, y'all. You're going to learn a lot of things from Miss Janet. So that is 5 channels in the last week. Well, 6. 5 channels that's reached the 1K and 1 channel that reached the monetization. So that's really exciting news for a lot of us small YouTubers. And y'all go by and congratulate these channels when they do these things, because it's exciting for them to know that the community backs them. Canadian Family Life also reached her 1K. lovely lady. I think her name is Tiffany. Um, really sweet, sweet young lady. Little Ridge Farm is Mark. I think I got his name right. And his daughter, they lost their tiny home to a fire, and he's trying to rebuild. He did get the land cleared finally, and it won't be long before he's working on a permanent place for him and his daughter to reside in. So y'all keep praying. If you can, send him a little something here and there to kind of help him along the way. He was a little over 1/3 of the way to his goal of $30,000 to rebuild. Yeah, and Janet says she needs lots of watch hours. So we're going to get you on that list. So y'all go by and check out Janet. And the last one on the watch hour list is Story Time with Uncle Bill. I watched a video of him picking up coral off the beach, and I was just amazed at how much sea garbage was coming up, and it was seashells and these little bits and pieces of coral. And he was walking, and you could hear him crunching underneath his feet, and he actually passed by a starfish, and I couldn't believe he passed it. But great video, and he's very, very supportive. All of these channels are very supportive of me, and I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Sister Winnie, I'm glad you're back. Now we're going to get into the small channel shout outs. And I always get excited about these because I like watching the numbers rise. I don't know about y'all, but I get excited when the numbers rise of our friends. So the first one is Lone Cross, hashtag MTP. And they do shorts. And they're at 85 friends. So they're a brand spanking new channel. And we want to support these new channels when we can. Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, welcome in. So glad that you're here. You just missed your shout out. Get you on my list. And One Busy Mama. Welcome in, welcome in. And Stephanie Curtis, welcome in. So glad that y'all are all here to visit with me in my home. Always Crafting is Miss Holly, and she told me on the last live that she does rubber band art. So I went over to check out her channel and really enjoyed some of the comical things that she had on there. She will definitely make you giggle and laugh. And she's at 840 friends, and y'all, we're going to push her to 900. She'll be at that 1K before too much longer. Our musical friend, Alfonso Cimental, is legally blind. He plays music by ear. He plays all sorts of instruments. He puts them together on a track and creates CDs. He has them for sale on his channel. And he's just a wonderful, wonderful guy. I've gotten to know him a little bit. And he likes model trains. And now he's into hand puppets. And I understand he's looking for a cow hand puppet. And the good thing about friending him is because he's legally blind, you can mail him packages for free. And he tells you how to do that on his About section, I believe. And Alfonso is at 338 friends. He is a joy to know. He plays all public domain music, and he does the gospel, the old time gospel. He does some Spanish music. He does some polka type music, some country type music. So you'll get a variety there. Henry Leslie Vermont, I'm still learning about this channel, but it's very interesting, and he's at 425 friends. And Cricket 208 is a new channel, and she's at 94. And y'all, this week we can get her over that 100 mark. We're going to try to push her to that 100 mark and get her over that. So Cricket, you need to put out some new content, honey, so that people will see something new on your channel, and that's how you build up your watch hours and you get more friends, by putting out that content. Stephen Sheets is musically inclined. He's got a great voice. He does a lot of karaoke type music. He's a brand new channel also. He does a lot of country music, I noticed. He is at 63 friends. So we've got 3 channels so far. Well, actually 4 channels I'm counting on this page that are fairly new channels. Yeah, you put up a video yesterday. I'll go check it out today. I promise you that, because I'm going to get everybody's name written down, and then I'm going to go get my watch later list set up. Stephanie says, I'm doing great, going to work in the garden today. Almost got everything done here in Central Florida. Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad you're getting your garden in. I haven't gotten mine started yet, except for the blackberries, and we have asparagus. So that's the extent of my gardening right now. Okay, Suzanne E. Goulet. And that's she has a purple C on her channel. A purple S on her channel. So that's how you're going to know it's her. She has shorts videos, and I noticed today she had a couple of longer videos on there. She has 36 friends. So we want to encourage these new channels to continue to put out fabulous content and to grow. Cindy Squirrel Off Grid is a new to me channel, and I really enjoyed watching some of her content during the week. She's at 615 friends. And Candy Dudette Watson, Please Send Goats, is so supportive of everyone, and she's at 116 friends at this point. Hey, Scratch and Pete, welcome in. So glad that you're here, Pete. We always appreciate when Pete shows up. Pete supports everybody. I don't know how he does it, but he does. And he has a great channel too, y'all. Y'all need to go check out his channel. He does the scratch tickets, but he has the best graphics, and the way he does his scratch offs, you sit there mesmerized waiting to see what the next number is going to be. So it's really neat to watch Pete. My Raindrop Light is another channel that I'm getting to know, and she's at 363 friends. Jamie's Country Living is almost at that 800 mark. Y'all go today and share her out, and let's get her over that 800 mark. She does a lot of cooking and gardening and things like that. 797 friends. I mean, she's so close to that 800 mark. Let's get that secured today if possible for her. Bait with Miss Red is another great channel that I'm getting to know. It's a new and upcoming channel. They're at 150 friends as of today. Christy Betts, who just had to leave a few seconds ago, has a lot of shorts on her channel, and she's at 298 friends. And if we get her shared out, she'll secure that 300 that she's looking for. And I'm sure that we can get this done today. Hey, home bartending with John. So glad that you're here. I'm going to get your name on my list. And I don't think I've missed anybody else. If I did, I do apologize. And I did not get the numbers on Cruising is Fun Anytime. I missed that one somehow. Really an interesting channel. It's a couple and they go on these big cruises. Great to watch. Let me see if I can look that up real quick. Give me just a moment. I'm sorry about this. They are at 578 friends. So I don't know how I missed them, but I did. Okay. Let me just look and make sure I didn't miss anybody coming in while I was looking that up. Okay. I don't think I've missed anybody. Destination Fun is another cruise channel, travel channel, and a lot of fun on that. I enjoy watching them. 574 friends. And the Fitness Hutch shouted me out this week in a video, y'all, and I gained some friends from that, and I really and truly appreciate it. I appreciate anytime somebody puts me out there and I gain friends from that. But all his friends came back and were telling me about where they came from and who put it out. So that was exciting, and I really truly appreciate that. Sherman's Family Farm is another homesteading channel, and I'm getting to know them. 531 friends. And Hunting and Stuff with Jay and Jay, welcome in. No problem, big dude. You do what you got to do. AR Guns 1776 is Elliot. He's at 337 friends, y'all. He has been with me since day one on my first lives. He moderates for me. It's everything to do with taking care of your weapons. And he really does go into detail to show you how to take care of everything. The Budget Preppers, that's a new channel to me. And they really do teach you how to do things frugally. And I'm really excited for them. They're at 275 friends as of today. Captain in the Squad. This is a firehouse chief. And he's got the cutest, I don't know if it's his son or his grandson, but I've been watching those videos of him making drawings, and he is so cute. 267 friends. And more of Where's Mish is a second channel to Where's Mish. And she has 12 friends on her new channel. I do have somebody waiting for me in the basement, so we're going to skip and save our topics of interest to the last part of the video. As for myself, watch hours this week was 71.8. So I thank everybody who came and watched my lives or other videos. I really do appreciate that. My total watch hours is 3,525.8. I can't believe I've gotten that far. And my watch hours needed is 471.2 hours. So we're getting very, very close to closing in on the monetization and on the 1K friends list that we need. My friends are at 928. I woke up this morning. I was so excited about that, which means I'm very close. I need 72 more friends to come join the channel. And y'all, I am planning a celebration, and I have got to get busy and make some aprons and other items that I had planned on making for that giveaway. And I'm also going to be doing a birthday bash giveaway celebration somewhere around the end of the month or the 1st of May. Tomorrow is my birthday, and then Friday is my husband's birthday. So we celebrate together every year. And we have received some cards in the mail, and I'm very excited to do this little giveaway. And I'm hoping to wait and get everybody's card in the mail. So if you've mailed me a card and I haven't gotten it yet, just kind of let me know to look for that card in the comments. I would appreciate that. And without any further ado, I'm going to bring Alfonso up on the stream.
Hello, hello. How are
Casmood
you?
24 new. I'm glad that you're back. You got hacked and had to start again. Oh, I'm so sorry that you got hacked. We'll get you on our list, though. Kaz Moody, 24 new. Hello, Alfonso.
Hello, how are you?
I can't hear you, honey.
Oh, you can't hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Let me make sure it's not on my end. It is on my end. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was on my end. I forgot to turn
Oh,
the
okay.
sound up.
All right. How are you?
I'm very good.
Yeah, I just pulled up my large print songbook that I put together a while back. I'm talking about a few years back.
Very cool.
The big printed music sheets.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, I have more sheets I want to print out too, but I just don't have a good print at home. And there's one song that I would like to play called Have You Failed to Recognize the Lord? It's an old classic that you don't hear anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, normally I don't play with music sheets because I just have it for my guitar player playing along with me. Because I just mainly use it like for the lyrics only. Okay, here it is. How you failed to recognize the Lord. Oops. Sorry about that. Something going strange with my keyboard.
Uh-oh.
I've been having this problem. Now let's try again. Have you failed? Have Everything about the time we must die. It will be enough for day when you say, he will say, you have failed, brother, you have failed. You have failed to trust the Lord. What will be your life reward? Think your person will pay and pass away. If you gain your worldly plan, miss the promised land. You have failed, brother, you have failed.
Very beautiful.
I don't know if you ever
Very
heard that song.
beautiful.
It's an old song.
It's a gorgeous song.
Telling that you have, it's basically telling you that you have failed to trust the Lord.
Yes. And we have so many out there that have failed to trust the Lord, unfortunately.
Yep, unfortunately.
I want to welcome in Pedroza Travel. They came in while you were playing. Gail said it's 68 degrees in Texas. It's 64 here today.
It's under 40 degrees here in Colorado. We got snowstorm coming.
Yep. We've got that vortex right over the middle of the country that's causing all this chaos in our weather. Y'all
Yeah.
make sure you hit the thumbs up and you share out this stream. Make sure you go and check out all those the channels that I've mentioned that are very, very close to their goals.
All right, the next song I'm going to play is Life's Evening Sun.
Beautiful. A wide range vocal you have, Alfonso.
To be a child of God each day, my life must shine along the way. I'll sing His praise along the way and try to help some troubled soul. Life evening song and singing Lord a few more days and I must go to meet the need that I have done, where there will be no setting sun.
I get excited every time you play, and I love the CD that you sent me recently. I haven't listened to the newest one because that's in my birthday card,
Right.
but I really appreciate everything that you've sent me so far. Y'all, he did a special CD for me that has him playing, and it has me talking about Jesus throughout the CD, and it was just wonderful to listen to. It really boosted my spirit, and I really and truly appreciate the gift. It was a
Yeah,
gift from the heart.
I need to tell you that nobody else has that record. You're the only one that has it, and I don't think that's not gonna get released.
You can release it if you want to. I have no problem with it. If you want
Well,
to,
because that's a special record. That can be a rare, keep it rare. Like nobody else really has it.
okay. But if you want to include some of that in a future album, that would be fine with me. I
Yeah.
really, it was so wonderful, and it was such a blessing to receive. And I'm very sentimental too when it comes to things like that. It was a gift from the heart, and I knew it was.
You know what, people? I think around Christmas time last year, I gave one of my coworkers one of my CDs, one of the Spanish Christian album, and you know what? She told me, that was the best Christmas present I ever got.
Yep, it truly is a gift, and you have a gift, and I absolutely love promoting you. I do.
She was telling me, I got the best Christmas present ever, and I think that would, because she was telling me I can't find this music anymore.
Yeah, and I listen to the CDs when I'm doing housework and stuff. I pull them out and listen to them. So
Well,
it's
especially then I had one lady gave it to one of my neighbors where I used to live at before here in Colorado, at my old house. She was telling me that she listens to that record when she goes on road trips and stuff like that, over and over.
yeah. Well, we don't. We have a new vehicle, and we have a CD player in there. Unfortunately, it stopped working, so we're in the process of trying to find a new stereo system to put in there with the CD player in it, so that we can take you along on our rides.
Yeah, but I wish, if I was able to drive, I wish I had a car that had a record player.
That would be kind of neat, but those bumps will probably mess up the records.
Oh yeah, mess up my needle, and you know how expensive those needles are, man.
If anybody else is interested in coming up on panel, just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link.
um, I'm looking for that song. Somebody touch me. I guess I don't have it. You go, somebody, glory, glory, glory. Somebody touch me.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Yeah,
That's a
I
toe
think.
tapper.
Yeah, and I think I have the lyrics on my computer because you know how I stored all my music sheets on the on the cloud too, because you just never know. What if my computer fails and then I'm out of luck? I lose all my music sheets.
Yeah, and see, I lost all my family photos.
Yeah, you know what? What happened? I hate to say it, but that guy at the store might have deleted them too.
Yeah, that's a possibility without even knowing what they were doing.
Yeah, so I don't really trust them when they tell me we could transfer your stuff for you now. I'll do it myself because you just never know.
Yep. If anybody wants to drop their link, the word hillbilly is the word that you will use to drop your link, and others can connect with you. We do have one new person in the chat, and that's Kaz Moody 24 new. I dropped her link a little while ago so that y'all can go check out her video. Um, Go and watch 3 to 5 minutes of someone's video if they're new to you. Leave a meaningful comment. Don't forget to hit that like and friend button, um, and that bell notification on those videos. That way that you will see more of their content as they grow and come along. Gail's Southern Living has two um, open collaborations. Y'all pardon me. I'm having brain farts today. She has one that is a gardening one, and then she has one that is a unique container gardening type thing on her channel. You can go check it out. She's got playlists for both of those. Really interesting what some people are using for containers. And our garden season has not began because we've been in the rainy season here in Tennessee. So hopefully we'll be able to get a garden in soon. But this week we're expecting more rain, and we have to allow the ground to dry for several days to get the
All right,
tractor in
here
here.
it is. Here it is. Somebody touch me.
Get the tractor in so that we can
Glory,
plow.
glory, glory. Okay, let me get my echoes. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touch me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touch me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touch me. But in the hand of the Lord. I was singing, somebody touch me. While I was singing, somebody touch me. While I was singing, somebody touch me. But in the hand of the Lord. While I was kneeling, somebody touched me. While I was kneeling, somebody touched me. While I was kneeling, somebody touched me. My finger and of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. My finger and of the Lord. While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. While I was praying, somebody touched me. My finger and of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. My finger and of the Lord. My finger and of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. My finger and of the Lord.
Beautiful. Very good. I remember that we would sing it. It was on a Sunday that somebody touched me, and we go through the days of the week, and people in the church would stand up on the day that they were saved. It was really
Wow.
neat. Back that was a long time ago.
Jeez, you don't hear this song anymore, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Gail said, "Good job, Alfonso."
Thank you.
I
the next,
absolutely, I love having you come up and play.
well, then the next one I'm gonna play is I don't know about tomorrow. It was made. It was an old one, but it was made famous by the Oak Ridge Boys.
in, and I'm so glad I know who holds my hand.
Yep.
I'm going to let you play a couple more, and then we're going to move on to the topics of interest. If nobody else wants to come up on panel, I will drop the link one more time in the chat. If you want to come up and talk about your channel, we'd love to hear from you.
You know, I'm missing a lot of music sheets. Because I used to lend out my sheets to everybody,
Oh, no.
and I just won't get them back. That happens when you lend out stuff, right? You don't get them back.
Yeah, that's true. I used to do that with my DVDs. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're better off copying, making copies for them than lending out your originals.
All right.
Baba, all prepared with the saints of fire. And what kind would say forever be the over in the glory land? The over
Oh,
in the
in the
glory
glory,
land, our joy and the happy
happy
angels
angels,
sing. Over in the
in the
glory
glory
land,
land.
the over
Oh,
in the
in the
glory land, where the mighty host goes stand. Just over in the
glory.
glory land.
Toe tapping music.
Yeah,
Love it. One more, Alfonso.
one more. Let me see. I'll play What a Day It Will Be.
All right.
There's
Beautifully done, and I sang a little bit along. I'm kind of sinusy, so I don't sound too good, but I sang anyway. Thank you so much, Alfonso, for sharing your music and coming up to visit with us. I really do appreciate your time with us, and I'm glad that you had the day off to visit.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a class today, but it got canceled because of the snowstorm. We were supposed to have a class today,
Yeah,
but it got canceled. So, well, it worked out either way, you know.
yeah. Well, enjoy the snow because I don't want to see
Oh,
none.
well, I can't handle snow. It hurts my eyes.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
My family thinks they say that I'm a drama queen about the snow. They say I should get over it, like develop tolerance with the snow, so it won't hurt my eyes. But with my condition,
Yeah.
it's not possible.
You can't get up here, baby girl. If my
Do you,
camera starts shaking, it's because she's underneath the table.
do you know they still have the old hymnals at your church, or is it gone already?
The old what?
Hymnals.
Yeah, we still have hymnals.
Are you allowed to take one out or no?
No,
They don't let you take one out
no. But if I come across some in the thrift store, I will definitely remember you.
because you know, like they do, like uh, take them and try to make them larger.
Yeah,
See what I get out of those hymnals, like I have a couple of somewhere that they were given to me while I was in college by some faculty and stuff like that.
yeah. I every once in a while we'll find some in a thrift store, and if I find some, I'll try to remember to send you one.
Yeah, because there's one song I'm looking for called "The Golden Tomorrow," but I can't find the lyrics to it anymore because it's out of print. Like the last time it appeared in the hymnal, like I used this website called hymnary.org,
Yeah,
and you can find all the history about each hymn, the database,
yeah,
and it tells you who's the composer, the copyright status, and all that.
yeah. I use that one too sometimes. Lazarus Homestead says the house is smelling amazing with Cinnabon smell. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Only the military has it at this point.
I probably so. Probably so.
Only the federal government has it. Like the military brigade. When I worked at White Sands at one point, I was told that I had a friend of mine from church in New Mexico 15 years ago. He told me that they developed the smell-o-vision out of White Sands missile range
Yeah.
in New Mexico.
Mm. Well, Alfonso, it has been a pleasure, my friend. I really and truly enjoyed you being up here today. I'm going to move on because I kind of want to get this live uh, to kind of roll down because I'm not feeling great today.
Okay.
But I
You're
do
jumping
appreciate you
off.
being up here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And if anybody else wants to come up on the on panel, you still can. It's just I'm feeling very sinusy today. Our topics of interest. The zeal for transgenderism. Two blue states are posed to muscle parents out and get control of their kids. The Daily Signal, April 24th, 2023. In California, a bill would let 12-year-olds leave home if a mental health professional okays it. In Washington state, both the House and the Senate passed a bill that would allow the state Department of Children, Youth, and Families, not the parents, be the contacts if the child who runs away is trying to get an abortion or to transgender medical procedures. This bill is currently on the Democrat Governor Jay Inslee's desk. My opinion, y'all, this has absolutely nothing to do with the parents who endanger the welfare of their children, but everything to do with the state interfering in the rearing and decision making of legal parents and their children. It reeks of Nazism when the master race was being toyed with during World War II. The Aryan race, as it were, they would have surrogates deliver babies. The mothers birthed the babies, and then they would hand those babies over to the Nazis to raise and rear as the Nazis saw fit. The children had no true nurturing in a home with both parents present and no contact with their birth parents. And if y'all remember back or go and look up the history of the Aryan race, these children were generally blonde-haired and blue-eyed. What we're seeing today is totally destroying the family unit by these actions in these two states. And it really is disheartening to see all of this happening in our day and age. And really and truly, the parents are being told that they have no further control or decision making over their children in those states. And if this spreads across the country, we're in deep trouble. Hello, Corky's Tea Time. Welcome in. Y'all, if you want to be a transgender as an adult, that's one thing, but pushing it on children is really overstepping the line, I think. And that's just my opinion of it. And I've got notes, y'all. House passes bill barring transgender athlete from women's sports April 21st, 2023, and this was in Zero Hedge. The U.S. House of Representatives passed a bill on April 20th that would prohibit taxpayer-funded institutions from allowing transgender athletes to compete in women's and girls' sports in schools. The vote tally fell along party lines 219-203. The Protection of Women and Girls in Sports Act, H.R. 734, introduced by Representative Greg Steebe, Republican of Florida, aimed to amend the Title IX to recognize sex as based solely on the person's reproductive biology and genetics at birth. Title IX protects against the sexual discrimination in education. In 1972, Congress created Title IX to protect women's sports, to enable women to have equal playing field in athletics and in worship to their trans idols. The Biden admin wants to flip that. Parents do not want biological men in locker rooms with their daughters, nor do they believe that it's equitable for a male to compete with a woman in a female athletic field. And that one also came from Zero Hedge, April 21st. It is very, very scary. I mean, they're attacking the family unit. They're attacking our children. They are trying to really destroy the female gender by doing this. I could go on and on and on about all the wrong things, the wrong message that this is sending us. But we need to pay attention to this in the news and be an advocate for our children and for our women uh, especially for the women in our country, because in the majority of the world, in the third world countries, women are considered third class. They don't even have a class specified for them. And they're trying to do that in the United States now, and it's scary. It is very, very scary. UN report calls for decriminalizing all sexual activity, including between children and adults. This is getting worse and worse because this is on a world stage, y'all. This is written by the International Committee of Justice, ICJ, UNAIDS, and the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. The report was released on International Women's Day. So, yay, women! Let's destroy women on the International Women's Day, and while we're at it, we're going to destroy the whole family unit. With the goal of guiding the application of transitional human rights laws to criminal offenses laws called 8 March Principles, the report calls for the offenses related to sex, drug use, HIV, sexual and reproductive health, homelessness, and poverty to be decriminalized. With respect to the enforcement of criminal law, any prescribed minimum age of consent to sex must be applied in a non-discriminatory manner. Enforcement may not be linked to sex, gender of participants, or age of consent to marriage. Yes, it's very demonic. And welcome in, Nana. Some of these practices are already practiced in certain religions. And I'm not going to name those religions, but I mean, especially the consent to marriage at a young age. This includes minors under the age of 18. So they're going to be allowed to make decisions about engaging in sex, sensual, and their right to be heard concerning the acts. It also includes sex with minors of any age and will aid traffickers and abusers. And they will use the right to abortion to cover up these crimes. Oh my Lord. I can understand changing the laws about the homeless. I agree with you, Gail. But to open up the doors, just swing them wide open and say it's a free-for-all. You can take anybody's child and abuse them, and it's perfectly legal. This is what they're going to allow. And this is coming from the United Nations and other organizations, and I'm just stumped as to why this is happening. But I do know it's demonic, and it is a spiritual warfare, and we had better be ready to protect our children in any situation. Growing up, I remember my mother sending me to the store, and our store was just a block away. Hey, Low Family Adventures, welcome in. Get your name on my list. And y'all, this may get me kicked off of YouTube by giving y'all this information. I don't know, but we're going to go with it anyway because this is in the news. It may not be in the mainstream news. For the majority of part, they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about this kind of stuff. But we need to talk. We need to have a heart-to-heart talk about what is happening. Corky, I agree. They're not going to try to sneak it in. They already have it here. Sharia law. I think it's Wisconsin. I may be mistaken about the state, but they do have Sharia law in one of the states. Yeah, Gail, I'm glad that my children are grown and they can make their own decisions, but I have grandchildren that are not going to have the right to make those decisions. Professor Toto said we all should be praying to save America as if we're praying to save our child. Yeah, absolutely, Nana. I agree. 100% I agree. And I keep praying, Lord, send a revival to the United States from the north to the south to the east to the west and across the world, because we need God. Y'all, this is removing God. This is removing the order of life that God had planned for us. And it is just sickening. It really, when I was writing this out, I was sick, physically sick to even be writing the words down on paper that I was reading. And I was like, oh my Lord. This next one comes from Truth Press, April 19th, 2023. The Pelosi campaign found guilty for harassing text, pays Illinois man $7,500. Do y'all remember back in 2020 getting texts on your phones from all these different politicians and stuff? Well, she got caught. Apparently, he saved his text messages and took it to court. Hey, Fitness Hutch, welcome in. Can't stay. I've only got home from work. Just wanted to give you a thumbs up to help those algorithms. And thank you, Hutch, also for the shout out, because you really did help me out with some friends. I do appreciate you so much. Y'all go over and check him out. If you would, just drop your link by typing in the word hillbilly so that others can connect with you, my friend. Okay, the man alleged and shown proof of former Nancy Pelosi's campaign showing she violated federal do not call laws by sending him 21 text messages. The lawsuit was filed in October 22. The man's last name is Rojas. Listed some of the outlandish claims made by Pelosi as she sought to shore up donations. The case was settled out of court. Of course it was. She didn't want to pay all the money that he was requesting. Halo Family Adventures, welcome in. If I didn't welcome you in before, I did welcome you in, but welcome in again. Manhattan AG Bragg caves to Jim Jordan. And this is the Pomerantz to appear for deposition in May. Truth Press, April 22nd, 2023. The House Judiciary Committee will hold a deposition with Mark Pomerantz on May 12th, and it also allows Bragg to send one lawyer to accompany Pomerantz for the sole purpose of objecting to information. Hang on, got to turn the page. To privileged information during the deposition. Bragg filed a lawsuit against Jim Jordan, seeking to prevent Jordan enforcing the subpoena against Pomerantz, who resigned from Bragg's office in February of 22, out of frustration that Bragg had not at the time wanted to pursue the investigation against number 45. The U.S. District Judge Mary Kay and Byskocil, I can't pronounce it, ruled firmly in Jordan's favor, determining that the Ohio Republican had a valid legislative purpose. Pomerantz has written a book that highly criticized number 45. Since all of this revolves around a past serving president, Jordan has every right to pursue the issue and get answers. So we're going to be watching that one. And 5 states have introduced bills on the mRNA on transparency. I'm going to list the bills and the states, and y'all can go look them up. Idaho Bill number 154, Arizona House Bill 2762, Tennessee House Bill 0099, North Dakota SB 2384, and Missouri State Representative Holly Jones is sponsoring a bill also, and I did not get the bill number, but that is in Missouri State. Interesting about all of this information that's coming out. And we're going to get some answers hopefully down the road about all the things in the arms and the Kovovo and all of that. Hopefully we will get some answers somewhere down the road. Gateway pundit on April the 24th, 2023. John Kerry says people will soon see farms and crops ripped away on their homes, their homes destroyed due to climate change. Farms and crops will be destroyed by climate mandates, not by climate change. And that's what somebody in the article said, not what he said. He has always been a proponent of this climate, the earth is getting warmer and the ozone is going away and all this other nonsensical stuff. Yeah, keep it out of my food. I agree. Lemont, Illinois oil refinery exploded on April the 25th. That was in Raw News Alert. So we have an oil refinery that went up in flames. Did not go into too much detail on that one, but you can look that up if you're interested in that article. Nebraska Governor Jim Pilser has signed a constitutional carry law, being the 27th state in America to do so. Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. Get you on my list. Okay. This is not a news alert, but I wanted to share this with you. I recently went to Walmart, our local Walmart, and I had to get some makeup because I'm having to draw my eyebrows on. Y'all may not know this, but when I had Kovovo, I lost my hair was breaking and I lost my eyebrows. And to make me look semi-normal, I paint them on every morning and wash them off every night. And they are slowly growing back, but it's taken time. So I went there to pick up some replacement makeup so that I would have it on hand in case something happens and I can't get it anymore, because the brand that I was using, they stopped carrying, and everything I have tried is darker. As you can tell by my look now, my eyebrows are a little darker. So anyway, I'm walking through Walmart and I'm at the makeup aisle, and they have the camera scanners on so that they can scan your face, your back, your sides, either side, as you're going up and down these aisles. So they're profiling you. On the end cap of all places, they had a transgender makeup display. And don't be surprised when you walk through these areas of stores like Walmart with these cameras that they're not connecting to the information on your cell phone with the 5G. That's just my information, and your bank information when you check out. I thought it was really funny because makeup, if there are men that have worn makeup for years, actors wear makeup, if you have some kind of disfigurement on your face and you want to cover it, you use makeup. And I understand that. There are men and women that wear makeup. So why all of a sudden do we have to have a transgender makeup display? So now they're going after the makeup. So, yeah, I used to wear the Rimmel foundation. Hush, hush. I used to wear Rimmel foundation. I liked it. I have tried several brands. None of them match. I look washed out in most of my videos now because I cannot find a match for my skin tone. And I don't want to go back to using a brand name makeup and paying high dollar prices for it. I just can't afford that. So I am trying out all these different makeups now, trying to find something that's going to match my skin tone. And I apologize. My dogs are acting stupid. Hey, hush. Somebody drove down the road. Are you going to make it? Hush. Anyway, this is real life, y'all. It's probably the male person. Okay, back to these topics of interest. Conservative voices. Hey, shh, Coco, hush. Yeah, go inside. Conservative voices being cut from Fox News. Tucker Carlson and Dan Bongino were recently let go or fired. Thank you, Corky, for telling me that. I'm glad a little artistic endeavor helps with that. They are drawn on, I'm telling you. But since they fired these two, they have lost 500,000 viewers since this decision. Get woke, go broke. Next on the smash and run list may be Maria Bertiromo or Janine Pirro. And Fox News also lost a $787 million lawsuit to Dominion. What happened to the freedom of speech and real news? Fox News also lost $1 billion in the stock value. That was Gateway Pundit, April 26th on this last part. So get woke, go broke. That's all I can say. And the reason that they gave for letting these two go are just stupid. I'm going to say it just like that. It's stupid. There is no way that they are protecting your amendment rights to free speech. Hey, GP, welcome in. Get you on my list. On the good side, Tucker Carlson is now been offered a $1 million paycheck to join One American News, OAN. Will Carlson be working ASAP? We don't know. Number 46 announced he is running in the 2024 election. So y'all want 4 more years of what we've been through? The good news is that Bernie Sanders, is not running, but he is backing number 46. Do you ever feel like you're living in the Looney Tunes cartoon and you can't get out? Well, this is just, some of the crazy stuff that I'm seeing in the news, y'all. And I have to laugh. New Q drop today. The show is starting. Okay. If anybody wants to go over and check out GP's information, just go over there and check it out. GP, you can drop a link by typing in the word hillbilly, and everybody can connect with you. My favorite Congressperson is Marsha Blackburn, and I know this woman personally. I met her when I lived down in Memphis, not Mississippi, Memphis. Very sweet lady, very knowledgeable lady, and She is a Tennessee Republican. She put this out on Twitter today. Today is World Intellectual Property Day, which serves as a reminder that the CP is stealing intellectual property and that Biden is doing nothing to stop it. So, World Intellectual Property Day. Well, this is my property, my video. I saw that thumbs down there, Nora. Oh my Lord. Zero Hedge, and I'm getting close to the end of this. I think this is the last article I pulled. Zero Hedge, who cites huge biological risk as Sudan fighters seize lab containing deadly pathogens. A U.S. brokered 72-hour deal collapses. Lab contained polio isolates, measles isolates, cholera, among others, is now in the hands of these Sudan fighters. Okay, Nora, I got you. But another interesting thing was the U.S. was brokering this deal, and the question in the article was, is the U.S. putting biological labs in places like Sudan and the Ukraine? Question we don't know the answer to. And I'm still looking for May 11th to see what is going to drop, because that was a date that Biden said he was going to end the Cavovo. So I'm waiting to see what kind of news drops that day, even though that has already apparently ended earlier. I still have a question about it. So we will see, because, they tell us everything they're going to do. They pretty much tell us everything they're going to do. Hey, Michelle. That's Michelle Crochets in Kansas. Love this lady. She crochets some lovely things. I watched her make a little gift bag the other day. Really a nice little tutorial. And she used a simple single crochet and a double crochet and a chain stitch on the entire project. That was all the stitches that were in there. So if you are a novice, somebody that's novice and is learning to crochet, great little bag to make. You need to go over there and check out her video on that. And I'm going to open this back up to anybody. Yes, I'm okay, baby. Hey, Walter. That's my hubby, y'all. Anyway, I'm going to open this back up. If anybody else wants to come in and chat for a few minutes about your channel, I do need to recognize your face and your channel. That's the only two requirements I ask. I do ask you to be clean, though, when you're talking up here. I don't really get into all the bad words and so forth. Love you, baby. Yeah, his birthday is Friday. Yeah, Michelle also does devotionals at 6:30 a.m. Central Time. So if you need a devotional for the day, it's a great way to start your day. I do want to tell y'all that we have some things going on around our homestead. I've got a video coming out that will be out on Friday to show you all of that. And okay, I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anybody in the chat. So that video will drop Friday. And then Thursday and Friday, my husband and I start celebrating our birthday. And the cards that have come, I'm writing down all the names, putting them on a little piece of paper. We're going to draw 2, possibly 3 prizes from those names. one for him and one for me. Alfonso's sent me a card, and of course, the books that I picked out would be too small of a print for him to read. So we would pick out something specifically for him. And if I get any cards from Canada, then they would get a Amazon gift card if their name is drawn. And, I'm going to limit it to about 3 gifts. So if I don't use the books this time around, they will go into the 1K, 4K drawing that I have planned. Hey, Littlefoot Ranch, welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. Let me find where my list is. And Kaz Moody, I'm so glad that you're back again. Thank you for coming back. So I'm going to drop the link if anybody wants to come up. Nana, I don't know if Alfonso has a Amazon wish list, but he loves music. He loves model trains, and he's gotten into the farm animal puppets. His model train is set up with a farm theme. So anytime you find anything that would fit into that, he would love to get those items. And he also loves the musical instruments. So if anybody would like to come up on panel before I close out, just let me know. I'm just real sinusy today, and I'm still fighting this battle with the sinuses. Until those trees stop blooming, I guess I'll be battling that for a little bit longer. But thankfully, I haven't had to take any prescription medications so far this season. Yeah, yes, he would love the hymnal books, and I think he does have his address on his About page. You can contact him and let him know that, and he will absolutely love that. And he will give you a shout out, I'm sure. He's a great, great guy. I enjoy talking to him on the lives, and I get phone calls occasionally from him, which are really special. So we've built a friendship, long distance friendship, but it's still a friendship. There was a lady many, many years ago that I met through a Christian forum, and she put out some books on Amazon. And they were raising money. They had a home church, and they were working on their home church. And so all the money went towards that. Littlefoot Ranch, I don't know if the time permanently changed or not. I haven't heard. Corky, you're in your PJs and can't come on. Why not? Oh, it has changed. It has permanently changed. You're in the UK and I'm here. Okay. I lost my train of thought, y'all. Oh, her name was Pamela, and she was very knowledgeable about scripture, and she wrote books. Her husband was a pastor, and we just clicked and built a friendship. Never got to meet. We had intended to go down and visit her several times, and unfortunately she passed away from cancer at a very young age. She was younger than I am. Oh, okay. For my life, yes. I bought them out in the afternoons, and mornings just seems to be a better time for me. So I am for now. It's going to be 10 a.m. until 12 or 1, depending on how long it runs. So yes, I have changed my live time. Anyway, this woman put out some books, and I meant to bring them out here, and I did not bring them out. But maybe one day I will share those books with y'all. She was a very transparent person. She loved the Lord, which was a blessing. And you need friends like that, near or far, and you can build friendships up online. I absolutely know this. Um, and she's still very dear to my heart. And every time I think about her, I just get teary eyed. Um, and I pray for her family because they lost a mother, a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a sister, a daughter, to cancer. And she had a very strange cancer um, that kept moving in her body and eventually moved into her lungs and her brain and her spinal cord. So it was just a really sad thing that happened to her. But she wouldn't want me to be sad. She would want me to tell y'all about Jesus. Thank you for coming in, Nana. I really truly appreciate you being here. So nobody's coming up on panel. So I'm going to ask y'all if you have any prayer requests. And if you do, we'll close out this live. But I wanted to share that story with you about my friend. I lost another dear friend, and her name was Annie, also a Christian woman, and had written books. And she also died from cancer. Two amazing ladies, let me tell you. And y'all, those friendships were so, so precious. And even though they're not here physically, they're in my heart because I remember them. So anyway, y'all just remember your friends out there, the ones that are Christian and the ones that are lost. Especially pray for the lost right now because this world is getting uglier and uglier by the second. And I don't know how long the Lord's going to tarry, but we're going to be here until he comes again. And I am reminded daily that his promises are all true. His word is true. He never, ever returns his word void. And so, yes, we have the great mimicker, old Slewfoot himself out there doing all kind of dastardly deeds to turn people against God and against a chance to have everlasting life. And it breaks my heart. It truly breaks my heart. So, y'all, we need to pray for these people that are lost. And don't be afraid to walk up to somebody and let them know that Jesus loves you. You don't have to say anything, really spectacular. Just go over there and, hey, did you know that Jesus loves you? You may start a conversation with someone that's lost. And Corky says, I want to attend a roadside revival. It's on my bucket list. Corky, I've been to several of those, and I can tell you that you will always return rejuvenated and revived. Thank you, Kaz Moody, for coming in. I really and truly appreciate you being there, and I will be checking out your channel. Y'all, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. When you come through my live, I will give you some watch time. I can't give you a lot of watch time because my lists sometimes get really lengthy, but I try to give the ones that are returning 10 to 15 minutes of watch time. New people will get 3 to 5 minutes of watch time. And then if you come back again, it increases to that 10 to 15 minutes. And it's always a great place to connect and grow. And if you haven't met Kevin over at Tuber Chat and you're a new channel, you need to go get involved in his channel. He does lives every week. I think he does 4 lives now, and it will give you a chance for your channel to be recognized and shouted out. And he does this every week faithfully. And there's so many of us out here, small YouTubers, that do the same thing. I'm one of them. Every one of us does it in a different manner. But shouting out channels on your channel helps you, and it helps that channel to grow. And it's a great way to build community. So That's what we're all about here at the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, on top of everything else that we do around our property. So thank you again, everybody. I am going to close this out in prayer, and then I'm going to let you go and be about your day. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you today for everyone that has come through this chat. Father, you know the unspoken prayer requests and those that are lost and don't know Jesus among the people here. Father, I ask you to touch their hearts and open their eyes and ears to your truth. Father, be with each and every one of us. Place a hedge of protection around us as we go through these times that we're living in. Help us to remember that you're still on your throne, you're still in control, and nothing that man can do to us will ever harm us or take us away from you. Father, we thank you and we praise your holy name. We thank you for sending Jesus, your son, to die on a cross for my sins and for their sins. Father, we thank you for the Holy Spirit indwelling that indwells every Christian, that guides us and prays for us and leads us when we are tempted, Father, away from the temptations. Father, I ask for a revival to begin in the United States. We've seen it at the Ashbury College in Kentucky and other places, Father. We're asking for a revival from the north to the south, to the east, to the west, and all across the United States, and ultimately around the world, Father, to break out and to revive us, to bring those that are lost into the fold, Father, but to revive us that are Christians, Father, to wake us from our slumber that we might be about your business. We thank you and we give you praise, honor, and glory, all in the name of Jesus. Amen. Hello, Barb. Thank you for coming in. I gave you a great shout out. I'm so excited for you. And I know you said you needed watch hours, so I've already got you on my watch hours list. But we're so excited for you for hitting that 1K mark. How exciting. All right, y'all. It has been a great day today so far. I got in some worthy items of interest. We had Alfonso on panel, and I really enjoyed all the shout outs that I was able to do today for all my friends out there in YouTube land. Don't forget to be watching for our birthday bash giveaway. I'm still waiting to see if we have any more cards coming in before I do it. And if you did send a card, just let me know in the chat box or below this video so that I know to watch for that card. And I hope to see everybody on the next live. Until then, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. God bless. And we're off.